Hey guys, my name is Chris Vasquez. I'm the lead guitarist for Echoes of a Nightmare. Basically, I'm going to do a rig rundown of my gear. So I'm going to go step by step of how I get my sounds and everything. I'm going to show you all my pedals, my gear, and basically go step by step, one by one of what each one of them does to my tone and everything. So here we go. First off, this is my power supply. I got a Monster Power Pro 2500. See, usually, you can't probably see it now, but if it's over 120, it means you have good energy. And that's supplying all my pedals and my DC brick, which is actually connected to all my pedals. Let's start with my Boss NS2 noise suppressor. Those are my settings. This is my brand new Keeley 4-knob compressor. Keep everything at noon because I like how it sounds at noon. My Ibanez TS9 DX Tubescreamer. Those are all my knobs. Then I got a Holy Grail reverb pedal. I love this thing. I've played with the older model that was a big fat brick. I like that they made it smaller. So I also like that it's a little rough to, click on that in order for it to activate. Then I have a Boss DD7 delay pedal. Those are my settings as of right now. Then I have a chromatic tuner. Basically, my amp head is a Madison Divinity. I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people have seen this amp since they were out of commission for a while, but they've recently came back with new models. This is actually a Madison Divinity Series 1. This is one of the originals, but the one before that actually had 3 channels. This is just 2. One's for cleans, of course, little crunch, and then distortions. Then I have a Mesa Engineering 4x12 oversized Celestion V30s. I love this cabinet. It gives me that low-end sound that I've been looking for. So basically right now, I have my noise suppressor on, so ignore that. I'm going to go through it without it on. So let me put this down. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to turn off my noise suppressor so you can see how my amp sounds just raw power with no pedals whatsoever. And now you can kind of hear like that feedback sound. I personally don't like it at all. I need to have my noise suppressor on always, just because I can't deal with that kind of sound. Also, one last thing. This right here, my Ibanez S770 PB rosewood fretboard, 24 frets. Seymour Duncan distortions. This is actually exotic burl wood. I'm in love with natural wood guitars. And this right over here is a fret muter from Grove Gear. I recommend to get one. It makes your tone sound so much better and tighter, and it gets rid of all the unnecessary sounds. Actually, here's a small example. And now it already took away that ringing sound. So I'm going to play a few riffs, just a raw guitar, no pedals at the moment. Here we go. So that's basically my raw guitar sound. Now I'm going to add the Boss NS2 noise suppressor, and there will be a huge difference towards the feedback sound. See, once I clicked it, all the feedback sound went away. So that means it will sound the same as it did before, but now it doesn't have that feedback and everything sounds a lot more clear. Here's an example. Excuse if my sweeping's a little bad. I've recently just learned how to do that technique, and I'm still trying, you know, not perfect it, but get well enough, because I have a friend named Ibrahim who wrote the solos for my band, Echoes of a Nightmare, and they're just a giant hassle to learn. I'm getting to it only because I'm actually one of the few that have actually had the dedication to actually learn, like, you know, this guy's a robot. Check out his band, As the World Weeps, and you'll understand what I'm going through. So right now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add now my 4-knob Keeley compressor, and you'll hear that basically everything, like my raw amp itself right now, will sound more compressed and it will sound a little bit more clear. And it's basically, the Keeley compressor does is that it can also add like a kind of studio quality sound for a live sound, since you're using, since I basically use it for since I basically use it for live sounds and for gigs. I use the Keeley compressor now so I can have a tighter sound, more compressed. Just basically, I want that shit to sound sick. So I'm going to turn on the Keeley compressor. So right now the Keeley compressor's on with my Boss NS2 noise suppressor. So now I'm going to just play a few riffs again. It's going to end up probably being the same riff, only because since this is just a demo of my rig, just wanted to show you guys what it is. So here it goes. Oh wow, that was bad. Excuse the bad playing once again. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to activate my Ibanez TS9DX Tubescreamer. I have it on my TS9 setting only because it's the only one that kind of satisfies me for what I'm looking for. What the TS9 Tubescreamer does is that it's basically like an overdrive. If you add overdrive to your guitar head, it basically makes your sound a lot more brighter and even tighter than it was before. So here's an example. I'm going to turn it on now. Here we go. So that's basically my TS9, my Keeley compressor, and my noise suppressor on. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to basically turn on my Holy Grail reverb pedal, and I'm going to play a little small, something, maybe something nice. So here we go. I actually have my Holy Grail on the setting Hall, and I have my reverb probably at, let's say, maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So here it goes. Now I'm going to play that again on my neck pedal. Also with that you can play like sort of faster solos. That was just an improvisation. Don't give me any shit for that. I'm just trying to go through a rig gear. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to activate my DD delay 7. What that basically does is it adds delay to my reverb. So here we go. So that was the Holy Grail and the DD7. That basically is my whole entire rig, to be honest. I don't really use the clean channel so much since my band is metalcore, and we won't be using any cleans until our new stuff. Pretty stoked about that. That'll be on drop A 7 strings. So keep an eye out for my band's EP that's coming out soon. And if you have any questions, or if you know anything else that you want to do to like kind of help me out with my rig, I'm a very friendly person. Just talk to me. I love talking about gear. I actually work in Sam Ash now, in the one in Miami Lakes. So if you need anything, just let me know and I'll help you out.